Hello, welcome to Bulletin 100 of DBE TV News. Since May 2021, DBE TV News has been bringing you news and information from and about the basic education sector every week on the Department of Basic Education's YouTube channel and on OpenView channel 122. Thank you for joining us on this journey. I am Tshegohatso Moagi. In our top stories this week, Minister Angie Motshekga receives an award of honor from the French ambassador. Quality assurance body Umalusi pleased that it is all systems go for the 2023 National Senior Examinations. And the Department of Basic Education and various stakeholders commemorate Global Hand Washing Day. The Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, was awarded the Knight of the French National Legion of Honor by the French ambassador at the embassy in Pretoria. The bestowing of the award is a recognition of the minister's commitment as a partner for educational cooperation between South Africa and the French Republic, creating access to quality education, inclusive education, girls' schooling, and youth employability. Motshekga expressed gratitude for the prestigious recognition and acknowledged former President Nelson Mandela and other political veterans whose struggles and determination transformed South Africa.
I'm profoundly grateful to be awarded the prestigious La Legion d'Honneur and indeed to be named a Knight of National Order Legion of Honor is not just for me a personal accolade, but it is indeed a testament to the unyielding spirit of our nation and the enduring bonds that tie South Africa and France. As I stand before you today, deeply honored, I'm reminded of the words our president, former President Nelson Mandela, said when he also accepted the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor in 1995. He said, and I quote, "The award is a great honor for me, and it is also a recognition of the struggle of the people of South Africa for democracy and human rights. I accept it on behalf of all those who have fought and sacrificed for freedom in South Africa." Close quote. And indeed, Ambassador, in echoing Madiba's sentiments, I too believe that such accolades and recognition are not just for the individual, but a testament of a collective spirit, the struggles and the aspirations of our people. They remind us of a journey we have undertaken, the battles we have fought, and the future we seek to create.
Quality assurance body Umalusi CEO Dr. Mafu Rakometse has assured the public that the private and public assessment audits to conduct and manage the 2023 national examinations are in order. He was speaking at a media briefing held at the University of Johannesburg. Rakometse said approximately 321,000 candidates are registered to write the examinations and that the Department of Basic Education has prepared for the smooth running of the examinations. The first exam, English Home Language and English First Additional Language, will be written on Monday, the 30th of October 2023. Rakometse went on to explain that the body is pleased that the department has prepared for subjects that require electricity and has arranged alternative plans to ensure that load shedding does not interrupt the examinations.
What the Department of Basic Education has done is that they've spoken to ESCOM, and with ESCOM facing the challenges that we all know, they've tried to look at the subjects that needs electricity. I'm talking here about ICT, which uses computers. I'm talking about all other subjects that need electricity. They've tried to give them the plan. However, nobody's in control of the situation to the point where they'll be able to give guarantees that on those days that have been identified, there'll be no load shedding. So what the department has done, and I've visited some provincial education departments, they've procured generators for the duration of the examination. In some instances, the arrangement is permanent, that the schools have got generators. In some instances, the generators are rented for the duration of the exams. So there is a plan B should the systems of Eskom fail, even despite the fact that Eskom has been alerted of the importance of not having load shedding on the set dates.
He further warned the public about unaccredited centers and encouraged them to verify whether the center of their choice is registered.
Umalusi is seriously concerned about the candidates who register to write examinations at unaccredited private centers. It is equally concerning that these are some of the unaccredited independent schools and private colleges that admit learners fully aware that they are operating unlawfully. I went further to urge the public to visit the Umalusi's website, www.umalusi.org.za, to verify if an independent school or private college is accredited before deciding to register with it.
Meanwhile, the Mpumalanga Department of Education says it is confident that this year's grade 12 final examinations will proceed without any interruptions. During a briefing, MEC Bonagele Majuba said measures were in place to ensure there are no exam irregularities in the province. Last year, the Mpumalanga province found itself at the center of an e-regulations debacle, with the Bohlabela district hardest hit. But despite this, the district managed to come out tops in the province.
Our desire is that all of them should pass these examinations with flying colors. In the event that, for some reason, that our target wish of 100% does not happen, the department will be satisfied to register an 83 pass rate this time around. This target is informed by the extent, degree, and level of support the department provided to class of 2023. The support included the provisioning of Ubuhlebuzile e-learning program, which goes with the distribution of more than 50,000 tablets for grade 12 learners and 6,700 laptops for teachers. It also included the support visits to schools by the executive, officials and subject advisors, convening of winter and spring classes, and convening of motivation sessions, amongst others.
Basic Education Deputy Minister Dr. Regina Mhaule has advised learners to learn to take responsibility and accountability for their actions. She was speaking at an outreach program held in the Free State Province. The program aims to address social ills such as bullying in schools. Dr. Mhaule reminded grade 12 learners that their future is in their hands and their background does not determine their future.
Your future is in your hands. Grab it, run with it. No one will stop you. You are unstoppable, ne? Are you stoppable? Don't look at other people, look at yourself and compete with yourself and run your race and say, I want to get the prize. Do you hear me? So I want to thank you, my children. Those of you who said, yes, will, I trust you. And I trust these ones too. Some I know that they did not come. They say, I want to take them by surprise. And keep it at yourself. It's good. Take us by surprise. That I didn't go to the 4, but they will see me there.
Staying with the NSC exams, let's take a look at what teachers have to say to the class of 2023 as they prepare for the final examination.
Hi there, matric class of 2023. You have reached the final stretch of your school career. The bad news is that it's coming to an end, but the good news is that you are in control of your results. So, my tip to you is to revise your study plan and make sure it is foolproof and stick to it. Now, all you need to do is to go out there, make your family proud, make your school proud, but most importantly, make yourself proud. Good luck.
In other news, the Department of Basic Education, in collaboration with various stakeholders, hosted a global hand-washing commemoration at Mabu Atlou Primary School in Hammanskraal, Pretoria. The commemoration focuses on increasing awareness and understanding about the importance of washing hands with soap to prevent diseases. Lifebuoy donated a hand-washing station to the school, providing them with access to running water and soap, which is needed to promote clean and healthy hands. Mamelodi Sundowns Women's League and Banyana Banyana goalkeeper Andile Dlamini stressed the importance of learning to wash hands in a proper and consistent way. She further highlighted how washing hands can improve and protect one's health.
I come from, I'm a COVID survivor. A lot of you know that I contracted COVID, and after that I had heart infusion, so it limited me. I couldn't play football for over 6 months. For over 6 months, but I actually learned that, hey, you need to take care of yourself. You think you're taking care of yourself right now, you're not. You need to wash your hands all the time. I learned that throughout my sickness. I'm a goalkeeper. I use my hands a lot. I use my hands a lot, and I'll tell you a secret, we don't wash our gloves all the time. So it's very important for me to always go back and wash my hands every after game.
While the department highlighted to learners the diseases they could potentially get if they do not wash their hands properly.
We've learned during the COVID period that hand washing is absolutely critical. Hand washing is a cost-effective way of preventing disease. It is something that we encourage all children to do, particularly after they've been to the bathroom, before they have something to eat, once they've sneezed. It is so critical because it allows us to avoid them developing diarrheal disease and respiratory tract infections that are often the reasons why children stay out of school.
When we return, we find out more about Nutrition Week and a book club launched by the Education MEC in KwaZulu-Natal. That and more coming up shortly.
Hey learners in grade R11, feeling stuck or confused? Have you lost learning time in the last while? Well, Tswelopele is back to help you catch up. Find resources on the DBE cloud to use and share. Watch support lessons on TV or on our YouTube channel, where you will find exciting lessons in key grade R to 9 subjects. And for grade 10 to 11, have fun learning in many different subjects. Join our community of learners and teachers, parents and caregivers on Facebook, where there are tips and advice for better learning. Need help? Contact us via our WhatsApp line and get support on all your subject problems. Stay connected. You can count on us. Check out our website to find out more at www.tswelopele.org.za. Tswelopele.
Welcome back. KwaZulu-Natal Education MEC Mbali Fraser has urged and encouraged adults to adopt a culture of reading and invite children to read with them. The MEC launched a book club at Adams College in Durban. The MEC's book club intends to create an environment where reading is the norm. Earlier this year, the release of the 2021 Progress in International Reading Literacy Study results showed that most grade 4 learners cannot read for meaning. Following this, the basic education sector has since implemented programs to improve reading for meaning in schools and communities. Fraser highlighted that the COVID-19 pandemic has had a huge impact into the delivery of quality education due to learning losses. She described the book club launch as a significant step towards improving the country's economy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the economic implications are also profound. South Africa is estimated to suffer a GDP loss of 550 billion per year due to these reading challenges. Yet becoming a reading nation could boost our economy by 23% to 30%. In our province, we have witnessed the positive impact of the Presidential Youth Employment Initiative, where education assistants have become reading champions in schools, teaching our primary school learners how to read. But let us remember that educating and empowering our young minds requires the entire village to play its part in raising them. As the African proverb says, it takes a village to raise a child.
The National Care and Support for Teaching and Learning Program held its third conference under the theme, Transforming Education for Inclusive, Safer Schools Through Teaching, Learning, Care and Support Innovations. The conference is a collaboration between the Department of Basic Education, the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, the National Education Collaboration Trust, and the Media in Education Trust South Africa. It aims to highlight the intensity of care and support that is structured to meet the needs of learners and teachers. Deputy Director General for Care and Support Services, Dr. Granville Whittle, encouraged teachers to start creating a kind and safe space by showing love and kindness to their learners.
The simple thing that the last speaker spoke about is just do randomly, every day, an act of kindness. Every day. Simple things. Just say, how was your day? When that child walks into your classroom. So we can all make a difference. This notion that we are hopeless, that there's Satanism in schools and there's drugs and there's this and there's that, it paralyzes us. And it's not useful. So for me as a national official, it's important that we think of what it is that we can do together.
The Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, celebrated International Day of Rural Women with the Botlhokwa ba Sedumedi Women's Forum at Letlhakeng Village in Rustenburg. The day celebrates and recognizes the role and contribution of rural women in enhancing agricultural and rural development, as well as eradicating rural poverty. Motshekga addressed social ills faced by the youth in the area and went on to encourage women to work together with a clear plan and objectives of what they wish to accomplish as a forum.
As I say, I can tell you all lots of projects and even committees where I work. There must be clear roles, there must be clear lines of authority. I don't know what I'm fighting off there. And that's what I've seen in those successful projects. There must be clear objectives. And there must be a clear plan. And also, which we also emphasize in schools, that's why we use corporal punishment for the we want to raise our kids at home. Right home. Learn the courses, how many can they like at home. Without the home, they don't take home. And I come for that home. How is it like paying about the school of Rubian Hozo? Lena Manota Villa Hozo. If I can just have the most non courts on the Koran, that's what they even think will be the service as well. I'm always Usaiba, Chansu Waka, and Uruan. And those are the things that we really do want our communities to really appreciate.
Feel Good with Good Food is this year's National Nutrition Week Advocacy Campaign theme. The nutrition campaign was held at Concordia Primary School in the Northern Cape. The campaign, which included a 5-kilometer walk, intends to educate learners about the impact of food on their physical bodies and cognitive abilities. The Director of National School Nutrition Scheme, Newa Siditi, emphasized that children need to know how to make informed decisions on what they choose to eat.
One of the other challenges that we experience with our children today is the rate of obesity. Research has shown that about 14% of learners between the ages of 6 and 14 years experience overweight. And one of the things that we want to do and emphasize is that children should be able to make those healthy choices and to make sure that whatever it is that they eat on a daily basis is going to be helpful towards growing their bodies, as well as making sure that the food that they eat is also healthy food and nutritious food. So one of the things that we promote is that children should avoid processed food like polony, like all the Simba chips and processed food that they would find in schools and outside of school. So we always make sure that we encourage learners to eat plant-based meals, and that constitute fruit and vegetables. And we also make sure that they should be able to provide, protein-based food, as well as make sure that there is starch and fruit and vegetables.
That's how we end this 100th bulletin of DBE TV News. It has been a great learning journey as we brought you the latest in the basic education sector every week on the Department of Basic Education's YouTube channel and on OpenView channel 122. Do remember to send through your stories for comments by contacting us on X at DBE TV News and on Facebook, DBE TV News. Thank you for watching and for being on this journey with us, all the way to the 100th episode.